Hello everyone and welcome to another short video on our own devices. I'm Jean Messier and today we're having a look at a cool piece of photography equipment that I've been searching for quite some time. This is a Kodak amateur flashlight outfit, introduced in the early 20th century to provide illumination for early Kodak consumer cameras like the Brownie and Autographic. And this is about as basic, dare I say crude, as a camera flash can get. Let me show you what I mean. Now, as I covered in my previous video on the history of camera flashes, link in the description, the earliest camera flashes, introduced in the 1860s, comprised a metal tray with a handle in which the photographer ignited either a length of magnesium wire or ribbon, or a quantity of flash powder comprising a mixture of magnesium powder and an oxidizer like potassium chloride. Originally, these compositions were ignited by hand by using a squeeze bulb to blow the powder onto an open flame, or with a cigarette lighter style spark wheel. In 1899, however, American inventor Joshua Lionel Cohen, most famous for creating Lionel toy trains, developed the first electrically triggered flash, which used a spark generated by flashlight batteries to ignite the powder. Now, while magnesium ribbon and flash powder trays were largely supplanted in professional use by flashbulbs starting in the 1920s, this older technology did remain in use well into the 20th century, especially among amateurs. Enter the Kodak amateur flashlight outfit, manufactured by Eastman Kodak, in this particular case, their UK subsidiary. Now, various sources I found claim that this was introduced in 1905, though as far as I can tell, it doesn't really appear in Kodak catalogs until 1925. So if any of you watching know any better when this was actually introduced, please let me know and I will add that information to the description of this video. Anyway, in 1925, this complete outfit would have cost you $1.25 or around $24 in today's money, while an extra load of flash powder, good for 10 to 12 exposures, 35 cents or $6.50 today. Anyway, let's have a closer look at this and let me show you how it works. Right, so this all comes packed in a compact sheet metal tube, and if we open this up, we have four main components: a sheet metal tray, a glass vial of flash powder, a set of wax-impregnated wicks or tapers, and an instruction sheet. The first step in setting this up is to fix the tray to the storage tube, which doubles as a handle. Next, you mix up the flash powder. According to the instructions on the vial was originally divided into two compartments, one for magnesium powder and the other for potassium chloride. You empty both ingredients onto a sheet of paper, then mix them together with, as the instructions suggest, a bone or wooden paper knife, basically anything non-metallic that will not accidentally create sparks. To use the flash, you place a small pile of flash powder on this circle on one end of the tray. For portraits or average pictures indoors, the instructions suggest using as much powder as easily covers a sixpence without piling up, while for larger pictures, as much as can be heaped onto a sixpence, but not more. How very British. Next, you place one of the wicks or tapers in this slot at the front of the tray and light it. Finally, when you are ready to take a picture, you quickly tip the whole unit forward, causing the powder to fall into the flame and ignite. Now, unfortunately, this original flash powder is long since expired and does not ignite, though I imagine even when this was in new condition, it would have been rather cumbersome and difficult to use properly, though I guess you get what you pay for. Now, there was a slightly more sophisticated version that used a spark generated by flashlight batteries to ignite the powder, as well as a larger flash apparatus that used slow-burning sheets of magnesium paper ignited by a fuse. Though, of course, by the 1920s and 30s, these would be completely supplanted, even in amateur use, by self-contained flashbulbs. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. Ever since making my previous video on camera flashes, I've wanted to find one of these, so I was very happy to come across it in a local flea market. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you next time, another video where we'll look at yet more fascinating photography equipment and other devices just like this. Until then, I'm Jean Messier from Our Own Devices. Have a great day.